Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So other day we have seen, again, unfortunately I have not recorded the fourth one, but I'm preparing the notes. So probably by Monday you will get the day four notes, and day five. Today we'll be discussing all about web application. So as I told you, we'll be starting with uh, OWASP testing document. Okay, followed by checklist. Then we'll be discussing about Burp Suite, and we'll be discussing different type of category like vulnerability categories and their impact, and how you will calculate the impact. So some are my own techniques which I use in real time, and some are some are mentioned in the testing guide. So testing guide will be PDF. I already shared with you. If you don't have, please let me know. I'll share again. 4.2 version. It's almost 2 years old, but we got a new version. WASP uh, Top 10 2025. Unfortunately, I don't have the the test document for this. I'm trying to fetch the document from XYZ sources. Once I get the document, I'll pass on to you guys. And checklist again is based on old one, based on 4.2, which is very much applicable. And Bob Suite, as I told you, it's a tool, go-to tool for us. And again, vulnerability categories. I'll discuss this. Okay. So let's start with the document. So this is a testing guide, okay, which is around 465 pages. And in this particular testing guide, now if you see the index, guys, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So it will tell you about a little bit about OWASP, what exactly is OWASP, then principles of testing, how a kind of pen tester should follow, kind of things. Testing,
I'm sorry for the disturbance. Sorry to disturb you. Is this recording?
Yes, Poona, I'm recording this.
Okay.
I've got my on the recording here. Okay. So testing techniques, how what are the testing techniques we use? Manual inspection, threat model, source code review, pen testing. Try need to a balance approach, blah blah blah. Okay. So the first section, forget about this one. So the introduction, which is 2.1 to 2.11. This is all about theory, and you have to know this theory if you want to be a good pen tester. Okay. So good, who is a good pen tester? The person who is having a balance of theory as well as the technical knowledge, and again he should be knowing where to apply what, and this will help you. See again, whenever you get any application, the standard process is the app developer will schedule a call, you jump on a call, then the app developer will give you a quick demo of the application. Probably before the demo, he will be giving the information. What is the purpose of this application, where this application is hosted, and how these people are accessing, is there any third party integration, everything he'll tell you, the theory part, followed by architecture review or a quick demo instance. He will log into the application, he'll show you the everything. I again will be doing that again. So if you know this particular theory, you can understand what exactly is trying to say and what you need to be done. Okay. The section is the third section is OWASP testing framework. And if you remember, right, we discussed SDLC and secure SDLC. This is nothing but your secure SDLC. Okay. After that, from here we got all the pen testing things from section 4. But do I need to read the section 2 and section 3? Yes, you'll be reading only once. But from section 4 onwards, this should be on your fingertips. These are all technical things. So 2 and 3 are non-technical. It's a theory part. From 4 onwards is all practical part. Okay. Under 4, we have different subsection: 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, okay, 7, 10, 11, okay, we have, yeah, up to, okay, 12. We have two subsections. and this all is subsections you will be testing on a website. All in all, if you read this guide, you are 100% pen tester who can take up web application, API as well as mobile. So this will be your Bible for pen testing. So once the fourth section is done, we have fifth section. This is about reporting, okay, how the report should be done. But mostly the client will provide you his template, and you have to follow the template. But again, this is a one time read. Okay. So in order to our things start from this four section 4. Okay, as I told you earlier, where is this gone? Okay. So we have two different type of testing, like three different type of testing. We have gray box, black box, and white box. White box is scope out of scope for us, so we stick with only two, which is a gray box and the black box. So in the black box, okay, we have both passive information gathering as well as this one, passive information gathering as well as active information gathering. This is for the black box, which is on the internet. So the passive information gathering, this particular section will tell you about passive information gathering, the 4.1 all the way to 4.10. So what exactly is this? We are not touching the application, but we are getting all the information by scrolling on the website or searching on the website. Okay. From 4.2 onwards, it's all kind of testing. Now you'll be touching your application, wherein you will be inputting right username, wrong username, blah 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 blah. Okay, let's click on this particular thing. So you have a quick summary. Then what is the objective of this particular testing, which is conducting search engine, and how to test. Okay, again, search engine query. What are the search engine queries? Like, kind of, right? You can do this, and these are some of the examples. Site equal to, put your name, put your thing, tcs.com, infosys.com, wipro.com. In text, file type equal to PDF. These kind of things. You will find everything on the what exploit DB, and you have some examples as well. Okay, cache is called wasp.com, so .org. Cache is something like there are old files on the internet. Every time the application, the client will update his application, probably he'll push a new version of the application. If he forgot to remove the old version, or the old version is available somewhere, then he'll get the old version. Say for example, version 1 is having some issues, so client said no, we need to develop version 2, and eventually I'll be pushing the version 2 to the internet. Okay, and he forgot to remove the version 1. So then what? Version 1, version 2 will be hosting on the same site. So check the version 1, look for the issues, then you can get into the system. Then you can take up the version 2. So the same thing, you can give a quick read, then you got remediation. How to fix that? If you see section, web server fingerprinting. This is nothing but knowing what is a web server, like what is a version. So for example, amazon.com, sorry, what is that one? Baidu, or not Baidu, Alibaba.com is in China, and you literally don't know what they are using. They are using Microsoft, they are using Linux, or they're using some kind of Amazon Linux, or what Huawei Linux. So you need to identify that information. As I told you, information gathering is directly proportional to the success of your testing. So we do all these things in black box, as well as little bit of thing in the gray box, but 90% of the things in the black box. I'll tell you what exactly are there. Again, you have test objective, how to test. Okay, so these are manual kind of things, but we'll be using tools, and we'll be finding within a short period of time all these things. In the same way, we have one more. So again, this is called as web application fingerprint. Then the response. Okay, as I told you, you have 200 is success. So you'll find this kind of thing. Response is already written here. So are you able to see anything? It says server, and version is ligstpd 1.4.54. That's how it is. So by looking at this, you can figure out the version. Again, this can be fake. If a developer is matured enough, then he will be removing everything. Nginx 1.7.13. So all you have to do is just search, search the server version, Control C, copy text. Okay, go to your Google. As I told you, vulnerabilities. So known vulnerabilities is saying, CVV. That means there are some issues with this particular version of web application. Okay. Then you can give a quick read what is the issue, and there are many other links, so you can go through different links. You can see, but generally, there are some sites which are well known for to provide you the vulnerability information, like Tenable. This is a good site. Again, it'll give you a description, solution how to fix it. But there are sites which will give you how to hack that one, like how to exploit that particular thing. Okay, now what I do is exploit. So vulnerability, you exploit, then payload. Payload is something like, the damage you cause. See, in CVE you got something again, different sites. Exploit DB, you have something here. So it will tell you everything. What are the versions, which are prone to this particular version. So it will give you, how to hack as well. If you want to reproduce the issue or play with the exploit, read this particular thing, and you can do that. Okay. So like that, every information is minute, and you need to keep a track of all the information. We will be, I'm just giving a summary what we are going to discuss today, and we'll be doing all these things in real time. Okay. In the same way, if you see another one, which is 4.2, yeah, automated scanner also they will identify. Okay, remediation. What is the remediation? Remove that particular header. Okay. So meta information for information leak. Say for example, you have a photo, right? Meta is what is the metadata? Hello. Okay, metadata means data about data. Say for example, I want information about Monica. Okay, so you will be saying like, Monica. What is the Monica data? Monica is a, what she's an employee of Wipro. She is having 3 years of experience in pen testing. Blah 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 blah. Then what is the metadata? That is data about Monica. Monica is a female. She is, she's having whatever this is a weight of Monica. Blah blah blah. So that's how. So what he mean to say in this particular section is meta files or meta tags. Meta tags is if you go to any of the say site, right click, view source, okay, control F, meta. So you will have meta tags. In this meta tag also you will find information. And this one more metadata, exif.com. Ah, come on, what is it? Exif. Yeah, exif tool online. So let's take this tool. I will download a particular image from the internet, say tiger, just anything. Okay, we have these tigers in the air, or let's take say we'll go to this one. Where is this images? Okay, let's see this one. Okay, let's download this, save images. I'll put on the say pictures. Okay, save. Now this is something like, no, farmer killed in tiger attack in Karnataka, Mysuru, blah blah blah. But who has taken this particular photo? I don't know. But this image says like there's a tiger in the grass. Let's see what information we can figure out from the what tiger photo. See. So now, okay, this is I just downloaded it from the internet, right? So that's the reason it's giving today's date. but it will give you what date, where this picture has taken, what is the size of the picture, including the GPS coordinate, where this picture has taken, which camera they have used, everything. So since I'm using Microsoft, so it's giving Microsoft information. Okay, profile copyright, Hewlett Packard company probably. So this is again is a metadata. So data about data is nothing but a metadata, and you can just ask a friend to forward any of their photos and do this EXIF kind of tool on the internet, and you get literally you'll get when the photo is taken, and with what camera, what is the model of the camera, which date, which location, exact location. You can make it everything. Okay, so this is about the what meta information leak, blah blah blah. Then okay, so this testing guide will give you a clear inside view what exactly is pen testing, what is secure SDLC, and what are the guys. Is there any disturbance you can hear from my end?
No, no, not
Hello?
fine.
No, right?
No.
Okay, just 1 minute. Okay. So now, again, this is mandatory to understand this particular guide. So again, some people they are very good at reading, and they will read this particular document and they understand. But there are people who don't understand, or reading this particular book, and some words are very complicated. If I want to read this particular thing, say I'll go to this particular place, I'll select this, okay, then I'll say, come on, where is the comment? Is a comment? Oh, I think this one. Okay, I'll make a note of the comment of this. Okay, say this need further explanation. Okay, post, and then I'll save this document and it will be saved in the document itself. Tomorrow if I want, I'll just go here. Yes, this is this. If I want to remove this, again, no, you select on this particular comment and delete the comment. That's all you have to do. Okay, now I'll teach you how to read this document, any document, in a very single simple manner. And we have a wonderful tool called Notebook LLM. And how Notebook LLM works, where's the pen, where's the pen. Okay, this is my notes. Okay, I send my notes to this Notebook LLM. Okay, the Notebook LLM will analyze my notes. Okay, then it will be summarizing me what is the notes, what need to just a quick summary, and it will give it box as well. Now you can ask any questions on this analyze notes. So whatever I question I ask, then it will give the answer. The answer can be your notes. You can make a further notes of the answer, or you can use what I don't want to make a notes. I can I want to literally save it. You can save it, and there will be some audio kind of thing you can play around. There is some video kind of thing you can play around. Now I have multiple books, multiple notebooks. So put multiple notebooks input here, and it will digest all the books in one go. Then it will summarize the book. Then you can ask questions. Same thing. So this is the overall function of Notebook LLM. Let's try that. Try Notebook LLM. Okay. Let me create my notebook. I will upload this document. Okay. It is analyzing my document. It will take a little bit of time, guys. So please bear with me. गाइस अगर आपके आप इफ यू आर एबल टू हियर एनी नॉइस प्लीज लेट मी नो, मेरे पास नॉइस ज़्यादा हो गया है यहाँ पे, ठीक है. So this will take the role of a teacher. So teacher will read the book, she'll understand the book, she'll explain the book to the students, and students can ask questions, and they are some predefined questions. These are the predefined question, or else you can put your own question. Can you summarize the section 1? Okay. Can you explain to a 15 years teen? Same thing. See, you can ask any question, it will do. Okay. So now it is explaining to a 15-year teen who is around 8th or ninth class or 10th class probably. Okay. So now this is a summary of this particular book, and now every summary will have this particular reference. These are the reference points in the what PDF where you want to go everything. Okay. Now these three things are very much important, guys. Okay, you can make it as you can save it as a notes as well. Okay, what is the overview? So whatever summary it has taken from the book, it will create a kind of animated video for you. If you want, you can try this. And what is the audio overview? Audio overview means now the entire book will be discussed by two people. They will be discussing something like no, me and my friend is discussing, hey, we have OWASP top 10 4.2 testing guide. Yes, I heard that's a really good book. Hey, did you check the section 1? Yes, I do check, check the section 1. In that you can raise a question, and you can say, hey, what is there in the section 1? Then I say, hey, someone has raised the answer and they ask a question, what is section 1? Then the other guy will say, yes, let me explain the section 1. They'll explain. So that means it's a kind of interactive kind of thing. And mind map is a kind of pictorial representation of the book. And mind map is very important when you're going to take your certification exam, something like CISSP or CISA, CISM. These are the topmost exams, and mind map is very very important. And if you see on the right hand side, again we have audio row, which is very much similar to this. Video overview, same one. Mind map, same one. Apart from that, it has three more things. Report, you can create a report out of that. Flashcard is something like question answers, and it's a quiz. Quiz means they'll give you four say options, you need to select one. And flashcard is one something like it will ask question, and you should be giving the answer. Then you want to verify the answer, click on the flashcard, it will flip and it will give you the correct answer, whether your answer is right or not. Now I have checked this mind map. Click this. See, this is what exactly I was talking about. Okay, I want to go to this particular fourth one, and we have, see, identification, authentication, authorization, configuration management. You can further click on this. Sorry. Okay, now click on this. That will explain you one by one. So again, if you don't like reading the entire book in one, this is a best approach to read the book. So now I'm just focusing only on this particular part. Now it will summarize and give me, then you can ask questions. Am I clear?
Hello. Yes, yes.
Guys, am I audible?
Yes, done. Yes.
Okay, so use notebook 11, guys, one of the wonderful tool. And again, be careful when you're working with generative AI, because all generative AI will take your information. Based on your information only they will generate the answers. So do not upload any personal, because people are not aware of the security implications. Sometimes they upload their mark sheet, they upload these document, that document, which is your personal thing. Don't do it. And testing guide is already available on the internet. That is the reason I'm uploading. But if I prepare my notes, if I want to put it to notebook LLM, I will think 10 times. Is it a right approach? Am I doing the right thing or not? Clear? So please this weekend sit and read this book. Okay. Now checklist. Well, yeah, this is a checklist. So these are all the checklist. Now if you see this, right, information gathering. Now if you go to your book, what is the first section? Okay. Yeah. The 4.1 is information gathering. Under information gathering, we have 10 different types of scenarios. The same scenarios are mentioned here. See, 1.10. So these are test names. What is the objective of the test? What tools you can use? And these are all things you can leave or can do it. So up to tools you need to understand. Okay. In the same way, we have second one. Same, you know, we have test name, description, and tools. And we have third, the same way we have 12. 12 is all about testing GraphQL. 11 is about what? 11 is about client-side testing. Let's check the same thing here. 12 is GraphQL, 11 is client-side testing. Yes, and we have 4.11.13. Do we have the same thing here? 4.11.4. We have one extra. Oh, not applicable. Then we have only 13 up to here. 13. Okay, so these two documents go hand in hand. So the first document will give you a theoretical part to understand what is the testing scenario, and the second document is will give you a kind of reference. Yes, I don't miss this checklist. I don't probably I might miss this particular testing scenario. When you have a document in place, you don't. Am I clear? Hello,
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
guys. Okay, that's fine. So give me. Guys, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. This.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
as I told you, we have 11 to 12 scenarios. They are further but further divided into different test scenarios again. The same thing is mentioned here. Okay, the first one is information gathering, and second one is configuration and deployment management. How the application is configured, how the application is deployed on the server. These both the things are theoretical part. After that, we have identity management followed by authentication, authorization, session management, invalid, input validation, error handling, and we have some more. Okay, weak cryptography, business logic, client side attacks. So we have all in all, if you see right, 1, 2, 12, so say 13. So 12 into 13, how much is going to be? 12, 12 into say 13. What is this? So probably we'll be having more than 120 scenarios. If you count all these things, it will be around 124 to 130 scenarios. All these particular tabs. Okay. Now, what OWASP has done is all these test scenarios it has categorized into different categories, and that categories is called as OWASP top 10. So let me show you that. Top 10. Now, what is OWASP? Is a open web application security project. Is a open community. Anyone can join. They won't get any money. It's just your contribution for the well-being of security, application security. Okay, anyone can join. There are lots of people who will do this, and every couple of years they will release their report. Say 2021 we have this, 23 we have this, 25 we have this. So if you see, the latest one is 2025, and before 2025, I think 2023 is the latest one prior to 2025. Okay, in 2025, all these 124 test scenarios are divided into these 10 categories: broken access control, security misconfiguration, software supply chain management, cryptography failure, blah 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 blah. And before 2025, it was in 2021. So in 2021, so these is the categories: broken access control, cryptography failure, injection, insecure, blah 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 blah. And before 2021, we have I think 20. What is that one? Uh, yeah, we have 2023, 21. Then what else we have? We have 2019, 2017. Sure. Yeah, we have 2017. So every 2 years, 3 years, they will release their kind of what categories. So that category will tell you which are the primary ones. So rank one, which particular issue will take rank one, which issue will take rank two. So those things they'll mention. So injection is always A1. This is a rank one, followed by broken authentication. So all these 124 test scenarios are categories under this. Okay, every 2 to 3 years they will release this particular report, and the latest report is 2025. 2025. Okay, this is the latest one. Okay, this is the latest one. Now second question is, hey buddy, I have a doubt. I literally don't understand what is OWASP. All these things are quite confusing. How can I make my life easy? Yes, you have this, right? Google, Gemini, or Chat GPT, whatever it is. So you need to click on this. Okay, here notebook LLM works only on the document which you supply. But ChatGPT is a generative AI model wherein you can, ask any question. It will go to the internet. It will find all the different sources. Then it will do a permutation combination of kind of mismatch. Then it will provide you the answer. But what is the difference? How we have to use the ChatGPT or any generative model. Say we have lots of generative models. We have Chat GPT. We have Grok. We have DeepSeek. Okay, then we have Gemini, we have Copilot. Okay, what else? We have many things, right? So let's take these things, sir. All this works on some kind of mechanism. Okay, so any layman can use this. They'll get the answer. But as a professional, you need to know how to use this. In order to know like how to use this, we need to learn something like prompt engineering. So in simple terms, if you ask any question to this generative AI, that question is nothing but your prompt. So we call questions equal to prompt. So if you say I want to ask a question, that means you have to say I want to ask I want to give a prompt. So in ChatGPT language, we call questions as prompt. Clear? Till here? So professional, what they do? So layman, they go with the prompt, but professional, they go with the engineering. That means they will manipulate the prompt. So what exactly is manipulation? That means it will give you you will give a kind of understanding to the model. Hey buddy, my intention is this, and I want this. Can you please give me this? So that's called as prompt engineering. So how I use my questions, I frame my questions. Say, for example, I want to know about OWASP top 10, right? So I'll say, you are a web application penetration tester, okay, with over 20 years of experience, comma, I am a fresher trying to learn web application penetration testing. Okay, can you please help me to understand what is OWASP and its significance? Okay, let me copy this. I'll give here. Where is this going? Okay, in simple terms. Now, see, intentionally I made some mistakes. Okay, so the chat GPT, if you make some mistakes also, chat GPT will correct that mistakes and it'll give you this scenario. Now, as a layman, what is OWASP? This will be my prompt. But look at this prompt. What I said, you are a web application pen tester with over 20 years of experience. I am a fresher trying to learn web application pen testing. Can you help me to understand what is OWASP and its significance in simple terms? Now let's do this. Again, you have different models. Okay, 2.5 Flash is the latest model. See, it will clearly explain you. You can ask follow-up questions, what is the latest of top 10. You can ask follow-up questions and it will understand. The first prompt is very important. You have to what engineer that particular prompt so that you have a context, a role play. Okay, in Telugu we call pitte kada. In the same way you have to do this, and in Hindi we say churan based or something like that. Same thing I'll use in a different model. This is a Chinese one, but for academics this is really good, guys. I use a lot. This is my go-to tool. Instead of Gemini, I have lots of things on this DeepSeek. Same prompt I'll give here and see the difference. Okay, here the wording is very simple, even a layman can understand. Compared to Gemini, I feel very comfortable with DeepSeek. So again, we have different models of generative AI, and Microsoft Copilot is very good for Microsoft product. Something like you want to draft a mail, you want to work with the Outlook, these things Microsoft Copilot will do. Plus, what? Coding. Coding also is good. And other thing, again, these are all kind of multi things. They are not specialized. I don't know, but again, I'm still learning the generative AI. But again, as I told you, I'll be using each and every model. I'll be learning them. That is exactly what I'm doing, and I'm teaching you how to properly utilize this. See how big the answer, and if you see the Gemini answer, okay, this is a follow-up question up to here. This gives a quick summary, but if you here look at this, it clearly explain you what exactly. Of course, blah blah blah. Imagine you are learning. Okay. You are learning to be a doctor. You would not just start performing surgery first. You study a massive, well respected medical textbook that details known disease, blah blah blah. OAPS is the textbook for web application security. So it's nice, right? Good example. So all in all, what I mean to say is DeepSeek has a better when you are talking about the academics when you want to learn something, and I prefer DeepSeek. But Gemini, I am not convinced with the answer. Again, it's my own perception, but DeepSeek, super. Okay. So in the same way, now you have a book, you have a checklist, you have doubts, use generative AI. Now tell me some example, guys. Any example? Let's check again. Hello, Monica.
Yes, Kishore.
Yeah, tell me. Any example? You want to what was the last movie you have watched?
The girlfriend.
Sorry, The Girlfriend, right? Let's
Yes.
let's create a prompt for Monica. Okay, new chat. You are a movie expert. Okay, and you watch all the movies in different languages. Okay, recently you watched Telugu movie called The Girlfriend. Okay, can you tell me about your opinion? Okay, see, this is how the prompt engineering works. So prompt engineering is very much important when you're dealing with Gen AI. Okay, see, look, It's giving, Rashmika Mandana, subject matter expert, yes, technical, everything it will give you. In the same way, simply, right? If you say, like, what is a movie of girlfriend review, it will give a different answer. It will not give you the intended, your expected answer. If you want your expected answer, then you have to frame your prompt properly. Am I clear? Hello,
Yes, Nand.
Puna.
Yes, Nand. Yes.
Okay. So please understand, you have your testing guide which you need to read one by one, and you have your what checklist, and you have a notebook LLM, and you have your generative AI to clarify your doubts and everything. So that means now you are a professional. When you come across some kind of issues, where to look for the answers. Okay. Now, if you see this particular document, okay, the very first one is what? Okay, let me work. Okay. Now, if you see this particular document, the first one is information gathering. Okay, believe me, everything start with the information. So information gathering is the first step, followed by, say for example, I want to create or deploy one web application called Alibaba.com. Okay, and okay, not Alibaba, say nankishore.com, and I want to a similar website, something like amazon.com. Okay, is a e-commerce. Now I want to deploy that. So the developer, they will follow the secure SDLC process, and they develop, everything is done. Now nankishore.com is online, and people can buy stuff, everything. Now I'm a hacker. Okay, my first step, I need to figure out what kind of information the web server or web applications having. So that means I need to know what are the technology they are used for developing the website. Is there any firewall behind, before that, and what is the database behind that, how that is configured, everything. So first one will tell you the tech stack is nothing but what is the web server, what is the application server, what is the server it is using, what is the front end language, what is the back end language, what is the database, all this information. After that, you need to know how it got configured. Are they using any standard checklist, kind of thing. So now I know a little bit of information. Then what? It has a login. The very first thing is username followed by password. Your username is nothing but your identity management. Okay, so authentication is a combination of username and password. So only password, it won't work. So let me show you something here. Let's open some Bangladeshi site. So do we have e-commerce site in Bangladesh? चल डाल के दे क्या यार, क्या नाम लगा यार ये लोग. Okay, 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 that's fine. This is a e-commerce site. So I'm going to know this will be the target. The client says, hey buddy, Daraz is a site, you need to do a pen testing on this. How will I do? If I go with this particular thing, the first is information gathering. Okay, under information gathering, we got this search engine, Google search. They see the Google search and see what are the information available on the internet. There is nothing but your passive information gathering. Fingerprinting, web server, what kind of web server, application server or normal server is having. Then meta information, enumerate application information, what kind of technologies the application is using. Okay, and website content for information leakage, identify application entry points. This is nothing but your attack surface, as I told you, right? The windows and doors. In the same way, Amazon, what are the attack sites, attack surface? One is the APIs, another one is a web application, third one is a mobile application. Okay, then you have to create a kind of draw, then know the web application framework, blah 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 blah. We have 10 different kind of things. However, uh, where is this going, man? Where is this going? Yeah, this one, right? Yeah. Let's go. Install some plugins. Go to web store. My first plugin is Vapalizer. Add to Chrome. Yes. So Vaporizer is a plugin. What is exactly the plugin is? Plugins are a piece of software which will enhance the functionality of a browser. Say for example, my Chrome browser is doing some kind of work, but I want to know more work. Okay, in that case, I can use a Vaporizer. Is one of the security plugin, which will give you all this information what he was talking about, all from 1 to 10. This will give you all the information. Okay, just wait for a minute. So before you start your pen testing, you need to prepare your lab. So only after that you can do it. What happened, man? Why can't it get installed? Yeah, it's got installed now. So what I do is I'll do one more thing and go to the settings, detail. I want that to be incognito mode. I want to use that in incognito mode. Where is that option? Yeah, allow plugin in incognito mode. That's fine. Then I'll go to my incognito. This is my thing. I got my plugin here. Okay. All I do is now I refresh. Okay. Let it load. Now I click on this particular plugin. Oh, this is strange, right? It's not doing anything, huh? Let's open some other site. Say, again, this is one of the good review site. Again, the network. It is giving me some information. Okay, something went wrong with Cloudflare. Okay, it is behind a firewall. Guys, any site here, any site क्या बोल सकते हो? Any site. www.gcs.com. Let's check GCS. It is working or it's not displaying? There's a question. Okay. Okay. Now you see this here. Can you see? It is giving me all the information, right? The JavaScript, what they are using. This is nothing but your tech stack. They have hosted an Apache server. Okay, that means definitely they'll be using some kind of Apache Linux kind of application server. They are using Bootstrap as a front end. They are using some other plugins here. So all this information are the one which we have discussed here. All this 10. Okay, all this 10 in one go we got the information. Where? Yeah. Okay. The same way, let's check this. The West Bengal one. Where is that one? Bangladeshi one. This one, right? Control C. Probably it might be not working in this incognito mode. Well, let's check here. Okay. Now let's see. See, they are using different technologies. The technology with the version, right? With this particular version, this is an issue. You can take a screenshot and you can produce as a POC because they should not disclose this version. React 16.8.0. Now I say React JS 16.8.0 vulnerabilities. Okay. React, it does not have any known direct vulnerabilities listed in the security database. These are the security database. However, vulnerabilities can arise. Okay, these are secure version. So you can give it as a informative or standard practice. So do not include these versions. If so, then people will look on the website, then they try to get the exploit. Then they will try this exploit. Guys, am I audible?
Yes.
Hello,
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, you are audible.
You are audible.
guys, are you sleeping or
No, Nand, you are audible.
Okay. So these all 10 things, right? All these 10 things we did with one particular what extension called Vaporizer. The same way, all this, if you read all these 10 things, right? Or else you can go to this what notebook LLM. Where is this notebook LLM? Where is it gone? This one? Yep. Just minimize this. What is that particular section? Information gathering. Can you summarize? Bullet points. So now Notebook LLM will summarize all this particular 10, kind of issues. Then it will give you the under bullet points. Just know it was, instead of reading the entire thing, you can just read the summary. You can understand what exactly they are trying to do. Fingerprinting a web server, conducting search engines. Conducting search engine, already told you. I gave you the VAPT document, my own notes, wherein we have Google Docs or exploit DB docs. So the same thing as discussed in this particular thing. See, it's very easy. So now that almost all 58 pages become one page. Okay. Now again I'll go to the mind map. Where is my mind map? Okay, I'll go to the mind map. Okay. Close this. That's fine. So now configuration and deploy management. Under this, what we got? So old backup, enumerating admin interface, HTTP methods, all these things. So these are all used to deploy the particular application, and hackers, they want this information. So how they test? For this particular category, we required Bob suite. We'll be going to the Bob suite in a minute. So I told you, right, HTTP method like get, put, post, all these things. Okay, and these are some of the headers. Okay, file permission, subdomain takeover, testing cloud, blah blah blah, admin interface. Let me show you how it works, right? EENADU. ENADU is one of the Telugu chronicle. I believe it's one of the famous what newspaper in Telugu state, Telangana and Andhra. Okay, now you see here, nowhere you will find any kind of admin thing. Okay, what I do is site colon Inadu, and I'll put just admin, and let's see, do we get anything? Yeah, then login. Let me put as login. Login. Okay. See, now we got login page. Now, if you directly want to access this page, no, you cannot do it. But if you use Google Docs, then you got a login page. Now you can try brute force attack, different attacks. Okay, that's the power of Google Docs, guys. So this is how you search different kind of things. And as I told you, this will be checking this when we use the Bob suite. So admin interface, old backup files, all these things go to exploit DB. Okay, old backup. Let's put as backup. Okay, we have these many things. So you take any of these particular backup ones, or my okay, let's take this. Okay, the first one, or this one. We don't want this, we want GSAP. Yeah, here put backup. Okay, let's check this. What Control C. Okay, all I did is I just searched as a backup. Then I got many of these things. So you have some backups. I don't want to go to this site. This is whatever I'm doing is legal. But if I click on this and if I go inside the site, then that is something illegal. So see, you have different. Again, you want for a particular site, then put a site. Site colon. Then whatever site you want to put, you can put. So this is a kind of mix and match you do with the Google Docs. It's very important. Success of hack is directly proportional to the information you gather. So always remember, this is very important for you. So again, we'll go to this particular thing. Okay, and just give a quick test for network infrastructure configuration and application platform. Already we got this using the Vaporizer, right? Extension handling, file type. So in the same way, so just go here, put as file type. You'll get the docs. Okay, you got some docs. No, I don't want this. Okay, I want to do my own doc. Then site colon or country colon pk, and file type colon pdf or what, doc, or what else we got. We have xlxx, there's an excel sheet. Okay, dot txt. These all different kind of file. Now I'm looking for the entire Pakistan, country equal to Pakistan. So these are all different sites which are hosted in directly in Pakistan. Okay, so that's how you do this. So just try these things on the internet, guys. First read, then take the command and try on the internet. So this is all about the information. The first two are about the information gathering and the identity management. So whenever you see any site, right? Just now we have seen the Inadut site. So identity is all about your username. So what happens, right? When you have a login, right? Login something like say Amazon.com. Yeah, it's asking me for sign in. Yeah, this is something it's not a straightforward one. Let's any sites. Let's go to Enadu and login login. Okay, this is the login. I'm giving this is the login. This is for the people who want to post their kind of thing. But the one which we identified last time, that is for the admin one. Okay, so now we need a username and password. Here the username is email ID. Okay, and we try to get, say for example, there is a person called Srinivas. We don't know whether Srinivas last name first name, but his email ID is srinivas.reddy@inadu.com. Then what we do, we go on the internet, we search as what at the rate eenadu.com. Just a minute, guys. Or email colon, okay, at the rate, or else just go to just go to what Google had here. Then email, you will get the particular email docs. Then you can use it. So what I mean to say is, in the identity section is all about username. So we are not talking about the password. We are talking only about the username. How to find the right username. So why means, if you want to log into the site, you have to give a combination of username and password. Say for example, I'm giving a right username and wrong password. Second time I'm giving a wrong username and right password. You need to see how the site behaves with different kind of scenarios. So those all things we have discussed under this. So if I want to zoom in a little, okay, see test role definition, which is how many roles the site is having. Does it having an admin role or normal user role, or kind of maintenance role? Registration form. Does the user, okay, does the site is allowing you to register on your own, or you are asked to provide all the details to the company. The company will register and it will send two emails, one with the username, one with the password. So that means you cannot register on your own. But here in the Inadu, you can register on your own. Okay, what if I register with the same information 10 times, 20 times, 100 times, 1000 times with the use of machines? We can do this in machine within minutes. In that scenario, is it creating is it taking a duplicate registration? All these scenarios we discuss in this particular where is it gone, man? Section. Okay, test account provisions. Sometimes what happens is, if the guy is not a mature guy, okay, he will install by default, he will he won't disable the default account. You'll find this in many of the routers. When you install the Wi-Fi routers in your home, right, your default router name is what, let me show you, right, say TP-Link, default username and password. Okay, what is the TP-Link, okay. So default username is admin, and password, probably it might be admin or password. Those are default things. Okay, TP. Yeah, see, username is admin, password is admin. If the guy is not mature, then he won't be disabling this information. If he's a mature guy, he will be disabling this information, and that is exactly that the point is telling is, like test for provision process. The test account just now we discussed, and test to try to test for account enumeration. Enumeration means knowing whether the particular username is right or wrong. You try hundreds of email IDs in one go with the tool, and you see which one is success. That is trader scores 200. Yes, if you get success, this is the right email address. Now I need to target the password. Okay, so try weak username. Sometimes they say admin 123, or say weak username. One more thing. Okay, I work for a company, so my email ID is nan.kishore@company.com. So that means tomorrow, if Puna is going to join the company, definitely Puna's email will be Puna dot his family name at company.com. This is a weak way. So all in all, the identity management, we target only the username. Now I got the username, I got the right username. Now next what? I need to target the password. So that is nothing but the authentication. Okay, let's close this. Okay, guys, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Bhaiya,
yes.
please, you need to understand here. I am spending my time for no money, nothing. Is a purely volunteer to help you guys. Now, if you don't respect my time, if you are not interactive, then I feel bad. If I feel bad, definitely I lose lose interest in teaching. So please do not do that. Okay, so it's a step by step process. First, you are collecting the information about the server name is alibaba.com, hosted in China. So what kind of information you collect. You use Vapalizer, some tool you get collect. Then you check the username. You do all permutation combination. So you see the Alibaba contact information, how the Alibaba, if you see, right, let me show you who is. Okay, this is one of the site. Say here, baba.com. Okay, now see, it's a paging, blah 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 blah. These are name servers, contact information. They have not given any contact information. This is called as secured, secured way of it. We have similar subdomains, blah blah blah. In the same way, what was the Bangladeshi one? This one, right? Daras. Control C. Come here. Who is? Okay. The IP address is this, and these are similar subdomains. We'll come to the innovation. Okay, this is also very secured. Okay, that's fine. Any hidden data? No. Okay. Then rope tags. This another site. Come on, man. Open. Why you are close to this? Okay, it got no more data than who is. So all I need the contact information. I'll show you how to get that particular contact information. Okay, we are not getting anything here. That's fine. Login health, help and support. Okay, help and support or customer care. Seems to be a big site, man. They have their own cards as well, right? So probably is, oh, Das International, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Nepal, maybe, yeah. That's really nice, man. So what I mean to say is, in many of the site you'll find, some kind of email address. So figure out if the email address says, das dot, admin, then you can say dot dot, kind of, technical tech support. That's how you figure out. Or else you have tools which will make your life very easy. Okay. So now next one. So you identify the right username. Now your target is to find out the password. So for the password, see, credentials over encrypted channel. That is exactly what we discussed. HTTP and HTTPS. Just try to divert the traffic on HTTPS and try to sniff it. So again, default credentials. As I told you, many of the people, once they provide the username, right, they will provide you the password and they'll ask you to change the password in the next thing. Some people they don't. Some people they change the password to password 123. Those kind of things. So weak lockout mechanism. Say when you in the bank portal, you give your name as Monica and you give your wrong password one time, two time, three time, fourth time you'll say your account is locked for 24 hours. Then yes, this particular bank is locking my account 24 hours. Next day what you do? One time, two time you give the wrong password and you try to say. Third time you use a different name, different username, or you give a right username password. Again, fifth time, sixth time again you use the wrong one. So that's how to check. And always remember, admin account will not get what lockout. So always, whenever any application is hosted, the first thing is they will disable the admin. They'll create an admin, normal admin, and they'll disable the default admin. The default admin will be administrator or admin. They'll create a kind of something like XYZ, some kind of name, and they give the permission as admin. Okay, bypassing authentication schema. This is something like we use head method, or we try to use internal site, those kind of things. Okay, vulnerable remediation password. So just give a quick read, guys. These are very straightforward. Weak password policy. As I told you, password policy should be strong. Something like you should not accept no password 123. If you see many of the banks, your password will be 12 digit long. Earlier it was supposed to be 8, but now 12 digit alphanumeric with special character. If you don't give that, it won't take. Okay. Security question. So this is very simple. Earlier people used to hack a lot. So say for example I want to hack Puna's Gmail account. I'll go to the Puna's Gmail account. I'll say click on forgot password. I got Puna's email ID. What I do, I'll go to the Facebook. I'll search for Puna, Ishkupali, whatever. Sorry Puna if I sound wrong. So then I'll check for the Facebook or Instagram, some XYZ site. I'll come to the Google. What is my first question? What is my people they give this? What is my childhood hero name? If I see the particular thing, at least I can figure out. Puna is a Telugu guy. Probably we have only few heroes, and I put the name. They put what is my favorite car. Car will be in the Facebook post. So those kind of things, right? So weak questions. So always your question should be strong. What is this? If you ask me what is my childhood hero, I'll put a big two heroes name with a special characters like that. So weak password, reset functionality. As I told you, again, forget password. If you put the username, it will say, yes, I'll send you a link to the particular email, and you can reset from there without asking any question. I can literally divert the traffic to a different email. So that means the password change link will go to the different email. From there, I can change the password. So these kind of scenarios, guys. So this is a quite easy. Just give one read and you'll understand this. Okay, again look at the flow. The first two information, then we are forget we are looking at the username, then we are targeting the password, we crack the password, now we are inside the system. What next? Privileges. You log in as an admin, you have control, 100% control over the machine. That means you can go anywhere, you can change anything. Now look at this amazon.com. You log in as a normal user. Okay, Can you change the price of a particular item? Guys, anyone?
No.
No. Why? Because your role does not permit that. Your role is just a normal user who will log in, purchase, and that's it. Make the payment. Okay, that is nothing but authorization. Every application will have multiple roles. One is a user role. Now if you take my company is tcs.com, say for example, right? And I'm a normal user. When I have my company internal portal, something like internal.tcs.com, when I log in, I'll get a view of my holidays, my pay or my health benefit, everything. If the same portal my manager logs in, he'll get a different kind of thing, because under manager there will be 10 different people. So he'll get his information plus resource information. Nankishore, how many sick leaves he's having. Purna, what was the last time he has applied for sick leave. So his will be, his view will be changed. That means he's having a different privilege, so do I. So in real time, whenever we are testing application, right, we will always ask the client to provide at least two different roles, one with an admin user, one with a normal user. So we log in to the application using a normal user, and we check what are the privilege, what we can do, what we cannot do. Admin user, we do the same thing. Then we compare, yes, admin is having more functionality, these are the serious sensitive functionalities which cannot be accessed by the normal user. Then we try to escalate privilege by changing some variable. Can a normal user can get an admin privilege? Yes or no? So those kinds of things fall under authorization. All in all, two type of privileges. One is horizontal and vertical. What is vertical? Say for example, there's a company. In the company there are two managers, Mr. A and Mr. B, and there are 10 resources. Mr. A will have 5 resources, Mr. B will have 5 more resources. Say 1 to 5, 6 to 10. So in that case, resource 1, he want a privilege of resource 6. Both are different, so he can change information. Instead of resource 1, he can access resource 6. That is nothing but horizontal. But if resource 1 is trying to access manager A or manager B, then it's called as vertical. That means he is targeting a person above him, not at the same level. So all these things will be discussed in this authorization. So directory traversal, bypassing authentication, privilege escalation. Give a quick read. We will be doing everything manually. Okay. So after this, okay, information gathered. We target the username. We got the username. We got the password. Then we got the permission. What kind of permission? Now we need to check how the session is happening. Are they using cookies? Are they using tokens? Are they using session variables? If so, then what kind of attacks we can do? This is something we check. So you need to see the flow from top to bottom. Guys, are you there?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, Nand.
For 3 times yes means definitely you're sleeping. Who's that? Hello. That's fine, guys. Okay, I know people are sleeping, so I'll conclude here. Let me take this one topic. Okay, we'll close at session management. So session is all about once you log in, for how much time you'll be logging in. Without probably you are having a normal session or you are having a hacker session, whatever it may be. Guys, are you hear any noise from my end?
No, Nand.
Huh?
No, no, no.
Yeah, too much of noise my end, and I don't know, you guys are not hearing. So guys,
So we can able to hear
we
your
will
voice
stop
only.
here, because too much of noise, man. I can't really hear anything here. So we'll stop here. So please read this particular document from introduction. Now if you have a little bit of understanding, then start from information gathering all the way to this session management. It's very simple, very easy. We'll be testing all these things probably on Monday. Tomorrow, not tomorrow. On Monday, we'll tomorrow I won't be available. Tomorrow and day after, Monday we'll be doing the practicals on this. Please ready with each and everything. What exactly is that? How to exploit that? And your tools will be generative AI as well as notebook LLM. Okay.